Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to go ahead and weekly check in for the third week of April, I believe. So we're going to be on this week. So yeah, the third week of April. So we're just going to go over all the expenses that I had during this time, and hopefully it's not too many. I have them all written down, but I've kind of like not been trying to pay attention to it. You know, I'm being home and I'm just trying to get distracted, but I can tell you that there's a lot of online shopping, and like, my god, anyone else? The bad thing is that I guess like there's so many shipping delays that I'm just like, when is my stuff getting here? Like, come on, come on. Anywho, let's get right into it. So this is gonna be my log right here. This is gonna tell me what is it that I'm tracking. So blue is gonna be for gasoline, green is for groceries, yellow is for personal spending, gray is for sinking funds, and red is for unbudgeted. There we go. All right, so let's start from the 13th and on. So I want to go ahead and start with my personal spending, and it's gonna be in yellow. So let me grab that baby right now. Okay, so I found some yellow expense trackers, not the exact ones for my personal spending, but anyway, it's still yellow. So the first things I want to go ahead and track is everything that I went out and bought through drive-through or through restaurant pickup or anything like that. So the first one, or anything I've been spending, basically, that's personal money. So the first one is I spent money again on movies. So I'm going to go ahead and put Voodoo. I spent $18, and this one was on the 13th, and that's because I wanted to see Twilight. So I ended up buying, because I own the Breaking Dawn Part 2, but my favorite movies are the first one and Breaking Part 1, and I didn't have those, so I actually told Bae, hey, can you buy it and I'll quick pay you the money. So that ended up costing me $18. Next, that same day we went to Wingstop because we were just gonna have a date night at home. So go ahead and put Wingstop, and that actually came out to be $34.56. I didn't feel like cooking, and I was like, you know what, I will go ahead and buy us food. So, oh, I don't even have space, so I'm just gonna put it right on top. So that is how that went, and I did end up paying my phone bill and my rent due. So that's a thing. Next, the following day, I still didn't feel like cooking, and I was like, hey babe, do you want something? I think my sister had come over, and she's like, I'll just take you anywhere to go get food, and he wanted Yoshinoya. So let me go ahead and put that. And that cost me $9.41. Like, for sure, this past week, my budget for my spending kind of like went out the roof, but I also didn't even like give myself enough money. So that's that. I should have known better, but that's fine. But, and then since I didn't want Yoshinoya, I went with my sister to get Chipotle. So let me go ahead and put Chipotle here. And I ended up spending $16.92. I ended up getting a steak bowl with some chips and guac, and that was very delicious. This is the day I found out that you needed to have a mask to go into all restaurant establishments and stuff, because we don't watch the news. Trust me, it's just like an anxiety like starter. And you know, we've always been home, so we only go out to go to the grocery stores. So this day my sister was like, oh, here's your mask, and I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, you can't go in anywhere. And then that's when I noticed all the postage on all the stores that saying, yeah, you can't enter this facility without a mask or you'd be told to leave. So I was like, oh, I did not know that. Thank you. Then on Thursday, again, I did not feel like cooking. I think this was at nighttime, or no, this was around the evening. I had been to my doctor's for, oh my god, who knows how long. I was there from 12 and I got out at 4. So I was like, you know what, I'm starving. There's no way I'm gonna go home, defrost something and eat it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up some food. And I ended up getting Ohana barbecue for me and Bae, and that ended up coming out to be $32 $1,208. And that was here. Just like that. And then yesterday on the 18th, we went to McDonald's. Same thing. We went to try to go grocery shopping. We had kind of run out of everything. And then the lines were kind of ridiculous to get into grocery stores. And we're like, oh my god, if we wait here, we're going to starve. So we went to McDonald's and I grabbed some food there. And that ended up costing me $7.11. So I just got like fries, a Coke, and some cheeseburgers. So that was nice. And that is everything that was personal money for this week. And oh my god, I spent a lot when I didn't give myself any money, but that's fine. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and concentrate on groceries. And groceries is in green. So let me grab my green stickers. Alright, so the first thing that we went to the grocery store on the 16th. And I think this was at nighttime. And we went to Target. We've been experiencing price gouges like at our regular supermarket, so I feel like Target is staying true to their like normal prices. So we ended up going and I ended up spending $71.70. Let me put that here. Oh, I remember I went with my sister that day. She took me, so I was pretty happy about that. And then yesterday we ended up going to the meat market. Target for me doesn't have like good meat selections, so I go to like these corner meat markets that I have in my neighborhood, and I get like the type of food I want there. So I ended up spending $21.06. Let me go ahead and put that there. And that is all the grocery that I actually spent for this week. So that's good. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do something for my sinking funds. So I had to go and pick up some medications. So let me go ahead and put CVS. And I ended up spending $7.30. And that was on the 17th. So that goes right there. And that's just to track when I'm using my sinking funds and whatnot. So yeah. Alright, and I think that's about it. I didn't spend anything on gasoline, but I do want to go ahead and record an extra debt payment. I, have actually closed out one of my student loan accounts, and I'm so excited. And that happened this weekend on Saturday. I was going over my numbers and I realized that I could and was in fact able to close out one of the accounts, which is one of the goals I had for April. So I was like, yes, give it to me. So I ended up doing an extra debt payment on the 18th right there. And I did it for a total of $584.69. This would close out my student loan student loan number 2, I believe, account. And you guys, I'm so excited for that. You will see that in my paycheck 2 budget when that comes out after this, I believe. So I'm so happy. I can't, or vice versa. You'll see paycheck 2 and then you'll see this. I'm just so happy I was able to close out another student loan account. I'm so happy I can take advantage of the 0% interest rate. And it's like, you know, I only have 2 debts. I have my personal loan and my student loan. So I'm so happy that I'm doing this. You guys don't even understand. So all week long, I did not have no spends. These, I don't call them no spends because that is money getting taken out of my account. But you can count these as no spends if you want. It doesn't really matter. So let's go right over here. So for this pay period, let me go ahead and add the income that I added to my cash envelopes with my paycheck one. So for groceries, I did end up putting $150. For gas, I ended up putting $20. For spending, I gave myself $50. And for unbudgeted, well, we never put anything for unbudgeted. Alright, so now let's just add up everything that I spent. So for groceries, let's go here. Groceries, I ended up spending $71.77 and $21.06. So I have a total expense of $92.83. So from the previous week, I had $43.47, and then I added $150. So I have a remaining total of $193.47 left to spend on pure groceries. For gas, I haven't spent anything, and the previous week I had $70 and I added $20, so I have $90 there. And then spending, this is where most of the trickiness happened. So I'm gonna go ahead and do $34.56 plus 18 plus 16.92 plus 9.41 plus 32.08 plus 7.11. I ended up spending, yeah, way overboard. I ended up spending $118.08, which puts me at a negative spot of minus 50. I overspent by $68.08, which I've learned my lesson not to do that ever again. And then unbudgeted, I did not have anything unbudgeted besides whatever this was, so we're not even just gonna go there. We're just gonna call it a day with that. So yeah, that has been my weekly check-in. Next, if you haven't seen the paycheck 2 and it has gone before up, I'll link it over here. I've learned my lesson. I made sure to fund my spending category because I know I get triggered and I online shop at the moment. So, and then I do a lot of drive-through eating. So yeah, that's how that went, and I learned my lesson for these next upcoming weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want any of these stickers, you can find them on my website at erikalifevlogs.com. I do have May and June up if you're still interested, and yeah, I'll check you out in my next video. Bye you guys.